Right. Okay. Then today we supposed to start our second paper. Right. I will start in the discussion. Okay. The question number 1 will come to this question number 1. Right. Yes. The question number 1 is this. Solve the equation this 4x. That means you have to find x value, right? Okay. First one is 2 to the power x minus 1 is equal to 4 to the power x minus 1 squared, right? Asking to find the value of x here, right? Okay. Now here the simple algebra we have to use to take this answer. 2 to the power x minus 1. This 4 will write 2 to the power 2 and that to the power x minus 1 squared. Add this inner power and this outer power. Now we can multiply to simplify the right hand side. Then we get 2 to the power 2 into this, no? And here 2 to the power x minus 1. Okay. And now people here this bases here, left and right bases are equal. Therefore, you can equate these powers in the left and right. The powers you can equate. Okay. Right. So then once you equate the powers, we get people x minus 1 here should be equal to 2 times x minus 1 squared. Now I can bring this to here and take x minus 1 out. I write that step 2. Okay. Now take this x minus 1 out as common factor. Then here will be 1 minus 2 times. Here we get 1 x minus 1, no? Power 2, no? That means x minus 1 into x minus 1. Okay. Now here x minus 1. Here we get minus 2x plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, right? Equals 0, right? Okay. Now we can find the two answers. Here we get, once we equate this to 0, people. When we equate this 0, we get x equals 1. Add this to 0, x equals 3 by 2. They are the two answers we get. Yes. I think most of you could do this question, right? Okay. Very simple one. Okay. Right. Number 2, people. We'll take number 2. Number 2, given this way, the ratio of the sides of a triangle is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. So that the ratio of the angles of the same triangle is 1 is to 2 is to 3. Trigonometry question, no? Yeah. Then I can start it like this. People will draw the triangle in usual notation or the standard notation. Right. So then if I take the triangle as A, B, C, you know this angle A, this is B and this is C. This side is simple A, this side is B, this side is C. People, now this A is to B is to C only given as 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Okay. The ratio given us. Then you know, in order to find the actual length of the sides, okay, this each figure 1, root 3 and 2 should be multiplied by another constant. Understood? The ratio figure doesn't give the actual value. To get the actual value, the ratio figure, right, should be multiplied by the same figure, same value. Then I am going to think it like this. Now, for instance, if I consider A has 10 rupees, B has 5 rupees. then the ratio of the amount of money they have, people, we can write like this, no? Right? This ratio we can furthermore write as a simplest way, 2:1. The ratio figures is 2:1, right? Then the actual amount of money is not 2 and 1. To get this actual amount of money, we must multiply this 2 and this 1 by what? This 5, no? Like that. These are the ratio figures. Then I'm going to multiply this all 3 by k to find the actual figures of A, B, C. Yeah, now you can understand that. Okay. Now therefore we can write A equals k, B equals root 3k, C equals 2k. This way. Now people, we learnt under trigonometry cosine rule, right? Cos A, cos B, cos C we learnt. Okay. So what is cos C there? Can remember cos C? Cos C we write how, people? This, no? When we write cos A, its adjacent sides B and C, we have to square and add this here. The A angle is this, its adjacent sides are B and C. Square and add and subtract the perfect square of the opposite side and divide 2 times product of the 2 adjacent sides of the angle A, 2BC. Right. Now what we do, we can substitute for this BC and A by this. B squared, what is that, people? 3k squared, no? C squared, 4k squared, A squared, k squared. 2 times B, root 3k, C, 2k. Right, people, now you can simplify this. This k squared you can cancel down with this. Right. When you simplify this, you get for cos A root 3 by 2. It means what is A, people? 30 degrees, no? A is 30 degrees. Angle A is 30 degrees. Right? Yes. And next one, you can write cos B and cos C. You can write cos B and cos C. The same we have to write cos B, people.
Thank you, Doc.
You can write A squared plus
A squared plus
C
C squared
minus B squared divided by 2AC. Then substitute here too. Substitute here too for A, k squared. For B, for C, then 2k perfect squared, 4k squared, no, minus 3k squared divided by 2 into A, k, C, 2k, right? Here also, people, you can cancel down this k squared. Then once you find cos B, you get for this cos B, people, the answer half we get. I am not going to show the way of simplifying. Simple arithmetic part, no, you can do that. Okay, you can find this cos B half. Then cos B half means really B is 60, no? Right, that also okay. Like that, now we'll write, people, cos C. We'll write cos C here. Cos C, how to write? A squared plus B squared minus C squared divided by 2AB, no? Right. Then cos C, you can write A squared, Q squared plus 3k squared minus C squared, 4k squared, now divided by 2 times A. A means K, B root 3k. Okay. Here also, people, this k squared you can cancel down. And cos C, when we simplify, people, we get really cos C 0 we get here, no? You can see 1 plus 3, 4, 4 minus 4 is 0, no? And then that says C equals 90 degrees. Understood? C equals 90 degrees. Right. So now we can write the ratio. Therefore, A is to B is to C. A 30, B 60, C 90. This is nothing but 1 is to 2 is to 3. Okay, right, this is how we take it. Okay, question number 3. Right, people, quickly you have to take down this. This is not your complete study. After getting the hint, the way of doing this question, do the question again yourself. So then there are only 8 questions. So then these 8 questions, after now doing like this, now you know the method of getting the answer, right? Now, after doing like this, within 3 minutes, okay, do the whole one question and then whole paper within 24 minutes try to complete. So that is our aim. Sometimes some of the questions we have done, okay, and you know that here we supposed to discuss only the questions on the part A, part A there are 10 questions, so usually the maximum time we allocate for the part A is 30 minutes, but sometimes some questions 30 minutes we can't do. But people, if we as an average keep 3 minutes for a question, I think that practice will be very useful at the exam. Okay, like that in the paper classes, after starting our revision and paper, we are supposed to discuss the essay type questions. There are also people we practice. So I do that questions also here. First, to get the idea how to work out the question, and rough sketch you have to take here in the discussion. Thereafter, as homework, another occasion, first you do the question here, taking that to your mind, do the question within the least possible time. That is how people, we of course make our time management at the examination. Now we must write everything within 3 hours, no? Right? That is another task. People may getting the A pass is not the subject knowledge, but in addition to that, the time management within 3 hours, you should be able to express your own idea through writing at the examination. That is another task, people. Time management. Most of the time, we know our students say after examination, paper is easier, but time is not enough, people. No point of talking that kind of things after examination, no? So that is why people, before the examination, almost 3.5 years, we practice. So in that final target, this time management also very important. So therefore, last week, of course, I did the questions very fast. People, I supposed to do like that in the future as well. So otherwise, if this is everything I give you completely, you won't do that one. But people, to get the maximum benefit of this class, after the discussion, right, within another 24 minutes, these 8 questions, try to do, people. Then you get the rhythm. Okay. All right. Now the next question, people, number 3. Okay, number 3. Question number 3 says something like this. In the triangle ABC, A2 minus 3, B minus 2, 1, and its centroid lies on the line this. Find the path of the vertex C, right? Okay, now here we have number 3. You see A 2 minus 3, B minus 2, 1. C we are not given, people. I am going to assume the coordinates of C as x bar y bar. X bar y bar. Right. You know, the other thing is when we consider this any triangle, the centroid of the triangle we define like this, no? We mark what the 3 midpoints of this sides like this. Then these midpoints we join to what? The vertex here. Then this line is called as a median, no? You know that. This also we join to this. This also we join to this. Right. Then these three medians meet at a point that is called as the centroid G. The G divides this each median in the ratio 2:1. Then people, the coordinates of this G, if I take its x coordinate as xg, y coordinate as yg. Okay. The x coordinate and y coordinate of the centroid G given by what? X coordinate is given by sum of the x coordinates of these three vertices divided by 3. Y coordinate is the same way. Sum of the y coordinates of the three vertices divided by 3. Then here we get people 2 x bar and minus 2 divided by 3. This theory we proved where in the straight line lesson, no? Yeah. And y also the same way, 1 minus 3 y bar by people 3. Okay. Then here for this xg we are given this way. Then to simplify that we get this yg. When you simplify we get y bar minus 2 by 3. Okay. Now people, we are given this centroid. The centroid lies on the line this. Centroid lies on the line this means the given line, suppose that line is this. This is that given line. It is 2x plus 3y equals 1. Right. So then the centroid is on this line. Then people, the coordinates of the centroid should satisfy the equation of this line. No? Then we can take the relation between x bar and y bar. That's going to be the required path. Right. Shall we take this now? Put that xg, yg where in that equation. Right. Then what do we get there? Xg, yg we have to put where? Here and here. Then what do we get? 2 times. You can write here what? Centroid lies on the given line. You can write it since centroid lies on 2x plus 3y equals 1. Put x coordinate of centroid here, y coordinate here, and simplify. Then you get the relation between x bar and y bar. That is the required path. 2 times x bar by 3, 3 times y bar minus 2 by 3 equals 1. So once you simplify this, you get this 2x bar plus 3y bar minus 9 equals 0. Right. This is what we get there. Right. Okay. People, now when we keep an equation of a path, usually we don't put that x bar, y bar. We write in terms of x and y, right? So therefore, we must write the last sentence, therefore the required path. We write how? Without x bar, y bar, in x and y we write. Therefore, required path is 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0, right? So this is the required path. Question number 3 is that. Okay, let us move to number 4. Number 4. You are given there, people, this way. The parametric equation of a curve is given by x equals 8 times theta plus sine theta and y 8 times 1 minus cos theta. So that the equation of the tangent drawn to the curve at this theta equals pi by 2 is this, right? People, now sometimes when I do these questions here, you can't remember your theories. Sometimes you have not done that lesson before. Then people don't wait find an alternative to, if you have done that lesson, then go through the notes and refer them, and next time when we do the question, you have to get ready so that you can do that question yourself. Up to that, you have to go through the past notes and do. The people, they have not done this, they have to find certain alternative to catch up that lesson. Okay, people. Now our purpose of doing this is, we have to people always, if we have always in our mind every theory, once we use that regularly again and again, people, all the theories will be stored in your brain long period of time, right, people, as a story you can remember. So then at the examination, no need to think much, right? So everything is automatically flowing, right? Now, nice flowing, you can see once you do the same thing again and again, right? So now, most of our students, they get ready for the examination, keeping 2 or 3 weeks to the examination now, people. That occasion, in order to keep the things in our brain, right? So you have to give a certain effort to keep them in your memory. Why, people? Suddenly you try to put many things into your brain. The brain, of course, does not like to accept it like that. It is very like to accept something leisurely, long period of time. Once something is being used, people, then of course that keep everything very smoothly, and any occasion once you pick them out, that comes out as a smooth flow. So that behavior in your mind we should have at the examination. Then only, without any trouble, you can remind everything at the examination. We can write the paper, because at the examination moment, people, not like we are learning in the class. In the class we are very leisure, no? We have friends around us, we can talk, we can entertain, everything is there. Then no stress in our mind. But that situation is completely different from people examination situation. Examination situation, right? Some certain gaps are available between you and your friend, right? And everybody are not talking, right? And then you get the feeling that I am going to write the examination. From there onwards, what happens is frustrating. Then your natural mind is little bit now stress. So that occasion, there's more chance to forgetful the things that you kept in your mind. But people, if everything is like usual day available in your mind, that is, even though you are in the stress mode, people, really, according to my experience, everything is flowing very smoothly. That is the people important thing at the examination, right? Doing the same thing again and again before the examination and keeping them in mind. Therefore, don't go to by heart, people. By heart means, right, suddenly it can forget. But by doing in practice long period of time, people, that thing, of course, never erase easily from your mind. So that is how we must get ready for the examination when we do maths. So therefore, people, these questions again do yourself, and don't throw away the answer scripts in a separate file. Put them, and that will be very useful, right? And now, for instance, now suppose you are going to sit the examination tomorrow morning, right? Now, tomorrow morning 8 o'clock we have your paper. You will get this experience after exactly 1 year. Then this is the time to go through all the questions, right? But people, you don't have enough time now, almost 8 o'clock, right? So another maximum 4 hours you can stay. Within 4 hours, suppose you have to do more questions, but that is not possible now, people. That occasion, what we do, the questions you did now with your own handwriting, now we take one by one. We are not going to work out the question, people. Now we go through that. Once you go through that, of course, you can scan. In the one time in the past, you have done this question with your own handwriting available now for you. Then your own handwriting available, the question discussion. Then you get a confidence. One day in the past, I myself did this thing. Then, of course, I must be able to do the question now also. That way, people, brave what nature, thoughts come into your brain, and you can very easily scan everything in the past, and the same memory you can bring to present. So that is the important, keeping these answers with you, right? Don't throw away, people. Anything don't throw away. Always try to work out your questions, your handwriting. Then Then only people you can visually scan. Don't keep the photocopies of the other people's handwriting, because now as a student, now your age now nearly say 16 or 17, right? After the third 3 years old, of course, you are always familiar, seen many times your handwriting. So therefore, once you see something like that, very easily we can scan. So therefore, write down these things, questions, again do as homework, and keep the answers in a separate file. That will be very useful, people. That experience you can take in the next term test. Okay, right. Now number 4, we are having this way, x equals, right, a theta plus sine theta, and y given as, okay, a 1 minus cos theta, right? Right. So now asking to find the equation of the tangent, okay. So there you can understand, when we need to find the tangent means, people, straight line, no? This theory we have to use. This theory you have to use. There I miss the gradient. Now first of all we'll find the gradient. You know the gradient is dy by dx. So therefore we'll differentiate this and this both with respect to theta, and using the chain rule we'll find dy by dx. Right. So once you differentiate this, what do you get, people? Dx over d theta. A is a constant, keep like this. Theta derivative is 1. Cos theta, sin theta derivative is cos theta. Correct, no? And secondly, we have to differentiate this y. Then we get dy by d theta is equal to a times 1 is 0, cos theta is minus sin theta. Then we get a plus sin theta, no? Then you can use, people, the chain rule. What is chain rule? Dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta multiplied by d theta by dx. We substitute that this and this pair here. Then we get dy by dx. Dy by d theta, a sin theta, right? D theta by dx means, people, the reciprocal of this, no? That comes to denominator, therefore, right? A times 1 plus cos theta, right? Cancel down this and this, right? So now asking to find, people, the gradient, the tangent is asking at the point theta pi by 2, at the point theta pi by 2. So then we'll put here dy by dx is a gradient, no? We need the gradient at theta equals pi by 2. Then put pi by 2 here. Then we get sin pi by 2, no? Sin 90, no? Pi by 2 is sin 90. 1 plus cos 90, right? Okay. And then sin 90 is 1. Cos 90 is 0. 1 by 1 means this is 1. That means gradient is 1. That means we know this figure. Gradient is 1. That we know, no? Right. And people, again we need to substitute here x naught and y naught, no? X naught, y naught means the point at which we construct this tangent. So we are given what is the point at theta equals pi by 2, no? Right. So then at theta equals pi by 2, let us find what is this x and y coordinates to substitute for place of x naught, y naught there, right? Then we know at pi by 2, at theta equals pi by 2, we can write, people, x, right? What is x? Put here pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. This is pi by 2. Here a pi by 2, sin 90 is 1, no? And what is y? Put here pi by 2, sin 90, no? Cos 90, no? It is 0. And here a. Right. Now, this people, x is your x naught over there. This a y is the y naught over there. Then you can substitute them and simplify, you get the answer, right? So therefore the equation of the tangent. Equation of the tangent, you can write y minus y naught, substitute this a, gradient is 1, right? Gradient we get 1, and then x minus this a times pi by 2 plus 1, right? Right, this one people you can simplify, right? Simplify this. Once you simplify this, you get this answer, right? Asking, can you explain why you differentiate it? We differentiate it to find dy by dx. To find dy by dx only we differentiate it. To find dy by dx means gradient we need. We know the practical meaning, the geometrical meaning of the dy by dx is the gradient, right? That we did, right? So once you simplify this, people, we get this answer: 2y minus 2x plus a pi equals 0, right? Right, I am not going to simplify this, people. Especially, I leave this way incomplete answers. You must do them, people. Some people they are too lazy. They won't do this. They don't care this, people. The consequences will be coming at the first time the term test and the AL examination, right? So therefore, don't give up them, people, right? Don't give up them. You must do them, right? So if you need good results, please do, right? So otherwise, people, I can't assure your classes, right? You must do, right? Your duty if you don't do, people, I can't do miracle, right? Yeah. Okay, let's now we do number 4. Do this question, the rest part. Rest part means on this simplification, right? Okay, now we'll come to the applied question number 5. Right. Take a sketch certainly, right? Right, okay, the question of 5 says a velocity time graph, yes, a particle starting from rest moves along a straight line path with uniform acceleration a. As the particle reaches the velocity v, right? As the particle reaches the velocity v, strikes on an obstacle on its path. Okay. Due to the collision, its velocity reduces to v by 2 suddenly. Afterwards, it moves with the velocity v by 2 a distance d and begins to retard with retardation 2a and comes to rest. Should I the total time taken is this much. Also find the total distance traveled. If the average velocity of the particle is this much, find d in terms of simple v and a. Okay, that's the question. Right. If I sketch this one, particle people moves with acceleration a and gets the velocity v, suddenly strikes on the obstacle and then reduces the velocity up to v by 2. With this velocity v by 2, that moves a distance simple d, alright. After that, it begins with retardation 2a and comes to rest. This is the story given us. This is the story given us, right? Okay. Now, people will sketch the velocity time graph, right? Vt graph is this now. Velocity axis, right? Okay, and time axis here. Okay, right, this is the origin. O. Right, initially starting from rest, no? Yeah. Moving with acceleration this way, right? Right. Suppose gets the velocity v. If you take this angle alpha, people tan alpha is the acceleration, no? Tan alpha is the acceleration, simply given, no? Then here, obstacle strikes on the obstacle, then velocity decreases up to suddenly v by 2. Suddenly means people without taking time. Suddenly means without taking time, no? Right. So therefore, decreases up to v by 2. Okay. Thereafter, with the velocity v by 2, that moves a distance d. A distance d. Uniform velocity, no? Right. Like this, huh? Distance d. Then distance d mean, right? This area should be d, no? Thereafter, it begins retardation. Retardation 2a. Therefore, the inclination to represent the retardation 2a should be greater than this alpha. Let us take this as beta. This angle is beta. Tan beta is people 2a, no? Tan beta is 2a, right? Tan beta is 2a. Tan beta is 2a. Correct, no? Okay, if I mark them like this, people here, suppose this is O, this is A, this point is B, C, D, E, and let us take this as F, right? Okay, then we can now write rest down. Okay, right? Sometimes people you can't understand this, huh? The reason is you haven't done the questions before. You have done this lesson before, but now you can't remember anything. That occasion, don't give up. Only thing is go through those notes and doing the questions and come to the practice. Okay. So then next day paper you can do more easily than this. Right? Those who give up at the moment, no, I can do. We have enough time. And saying that and this. Now, if you bypass the situation, people, they won't get the full what benefit of this discussion, no? Right. Okay. Now, really, people, this BCDE area, you can write it is simple D. That is this distance, no? Right. Then we can write BCDE area. This area is simple D. Remember that, huh? Now, what is asking the first one is the should the total time taken, right? Total time taken, right? First, I write this by OAC triangle. By OAC triangle. What is that? Tan alpha. Tan alpha is this V divided by this time OC. Tan alpha is A. V over OC. Then subject OC. OC is equal what? V over A. Right. Then this time is okay. And also, you know, people, this BCDE area, you know, it is equal to D. Then V by 2 into CD product is the area of this rectangle. V by 2 into CD is the area of the rectangle. That should be equal to D, right? And in the CD time, you can write 2D over V, no? 2D over V, that is also okay. The next one, people, by DEF triangle, by DEF triangle, you can write tan beta. Tan beta is nothing but what? This height divided by this DF, no? It's V by 2, V by 2 I write like this and DF, right? This tan beta is equal to, you know, V by 2 times DF. Then DF you can write how? bring here, then this one here, V by 4A. No? Right, V by 4A. Right? Okay. Now, asking what people, the total time, no? Total time is what? OC plus CD plus DF. Right. Add them up. Right? Right. Okay. Now, total time we can write. Take the total time taken. Total time, therefore, you can write total time, right? You can write how? Sum of these three, no, people, right? V upon A this plus CD 2D over V plus V over 4A, right? V upon A plus 2D upon V plus V upon 4A. Okay, right. Now simplify this. When you simplify this, people, the total time comes this given answer, right? Yeah. So then simplify this. You can simplify that. No, I am not going to explain that. This answer 5A over 4A plus 2D upon V, we get a. Now, what is the next one? Asking also find the total distance traveled. Total distance traveled means, people, the whole area. This plus, this is the total distance. This is known D. This and this only we have to find. Total distance now we can write. Total distance, right? Total distance now. Right. Total distance. Total distance, right? What is that? OS area, right? People, how to write the area of a triangle? Half base into perpendicular height, no? Right. Half base. Base is OC. OC we found V upon A. Half base into perpendicular height. Perpendicular height is V. All right. Secondly, people, this, right? Half base. Base is DF. V over 4A. Perpendicular height V by 2 plus this one. This area we know D. All right. Okay, no? Then simplify this 2. Right. So then adding that with this D, people, we get the answer 9V squared over 16A, right? Plus V. Okay. This we get. The simplification part you must do, right? Don't expect from me the simplification, these discussions. Right? That is why you must do this question again yourself, right? And finally, asking what people. Yes, if the average velocity of the particle is 5V upon 11, find D. People, tell me how to find the average velocity. Average velocity we know, total displacement mode divided by total time taken. That is called as average velocity. All right. So then average velocity given as what, people? Right. It is given as 5V divided by 11. 5V divided by 11. Then total distance traveled means displacement, no, because the object is moving along a line, no. Along a line, distance means displacement, right? Okay. Then this should be divided by, right, it should be divided by the total time. Total time taken is, people, earlier. Yes, we said, no, total time is this, no? Yes. 5V divided by 4A plus 2d upon v. This is the total distance traveled, is the total time taken. That ratio only we define as what, people? That ratio only we define as the average velocity, no? But the average velocity given as 5v upon 11. This should be equal to 5v upon 11. Okay. Now here also use the cross multiplication and simplifying. You must take the answer D. I will write the answer of D. Right? Do the simplification and take the answer. Right? So our D is, people, answer coming like this. V squared over 16. Alright. I have done this everything by simplifying, but you must simplify and take the answer. Right. This is how we do that part. Right. People, number 6 is the next one. Come to number 6. Number 6 is the next. Right now? Right, number 6. Okay, number 6, people, it says a particle of mass simple m is released from rest at height simple a, and after the collision with the horizontal plane, it rebounds to a height a by 2. If the coefficient of restitution is simple e, show that e equals 1 upon root 2. Show also that the impulsive force at the impact is this answer. Right, we'll see that, people. Right. Right, now the particle is dropped. Question number 6 here, right? Right, here initially particle of mass m is dropped from a height simple a. Right, suppose once it falls under gravity height simple a, its velocity u. People, you know, in the impact of elastic bodies lesson we discussed, when a particle strikes with the fixed plane with certain velocity, that rebounds with the velocity what? E times the velocity with which it strikes on the what plane. Understood? Okay, then here the rebounding velocity, people, is what? EU. Right. E is the coefficient of restitution. With this, that moves to a height a by 2. Right. This way, to a height a by 2 that reaches. This height is a by 2. A by 2. Right. Okay. Now, first of all, by using the equation of motion, we'll find the u. For that, we can use what, people? V squared equals u squared plus 2a is downward. Yeah, initially it is dropped, no? Velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. This is 0. 2 g s is this a. V is this u. Then u squared equals 2ga. U is the root of 2ga. Right. Now, people, we can now apply for this motion. Here, the upwards velocity is 0, no? At the maximum height, the velocity should be 0. For that motion also, we'll apply what? The same equation of motion, this. That we apply upwards. Okay? Then find velocity here 0. Then v squared is 0. U squared means this EU perfect squared plus 2 times minus g times a by 2. This and this you can cancel down, bring this side. we get GA, here E squared U squared. Okay. Now you can write people here E squared. It is U squared over GA. U squared people, you know what? Wait, I made a mistake. No, yes, not this way. Right. U squared equals GA over U squared. No. GA over U squared is 2GA. No. Cancel down this way. E squared equals half. Take the positive square root. 1 over root 2 is the E, the coefficient of restitution. That we got now. Right. Okay, no? Right. That is okay. Next one asking what people? Next one asking show also that the impulsive force at the impact. Impulsive force at the impact. Right. Okay, we'll find that too. First, the particle strikes on the plane. Okay, with velocity u. Right. At the impact on the particle by the plane, impulsive force act. Soon after the action of this impulsive force, particle begins to move with velocity eu. Particle begins to move with velocity eu. Right. Now what we apply, people? We apply for this collision I equals delta mv this way, right? Upwards direction will apply. Right, people, here what is I? I means the impulsive force. I have assumed it as I. It is acting upwards direction. Correct, no? The direction acting upwards, you can very clearly understand. Okay, right? Now, once we actually something that object is falling down, opposite direction of motion only that is acting. Right. Okay, then the impulsive force acting upwards. I is in the direction. This way we apply this equation, then I also to that direction. Therefore, I is positive. People, delta mv, delta means change. Mv means momentum, change in momentum. You know, change in momentum. Change is how to find, people? Final minus initial. Here final means what? After impact, the momentum. Initial means before impact, the momentum. Right? After impact it is, people, m is the mass, velocity is eu. From that we have to subtract momentum before the what? Impact. Before impact. Just before impact, this is moving for downward direction. So we know momentum is mass into velocity. Because velocity is a vector, remember. Velocity is a vector. We apply this I equals delta mv upwards. It means any velocity pointing upwards is positive. But just before the impact, this is moving downward. Therefore, this u should be minus u. Right. So then this momentum should be having minus sign like this. That's very important. Minus u. Then you can write I equals mu here you can take out. Then here minus minus plus 1 coming and here e. Okay, now substitute for this u. U is root 2ga. 1 plus e is 1 over root 2. So then we get by this the asking answer I equals what, people? M. Here take common dividend as root 2, then this will be root 2 plus 1. This root 2 you can cancel down with this. Root 2 plus 1 you can write as 1 plus root 2. This is how we take that answer. Right. Okay. Right. Number 7 is next. number 7. Number 7 is the next. Right, no? People, you have any question here? No, all the questions I am solving here, no? Then how can you have a question, no? Right. Okay, anyway, alright, we'll come to the next one. Number 7. The vectors A and B are inclined at an angle 2 pi by 3. Right. The two vectors inclined at an angle 2 pi by 3. Vectors, one is A, other one is B here. This angle only 2 pi by 3. Okay. Now, next one given what? Mod A 2, mod B 3. Mod A 2. Mod A is 2, mod B is 3. Right, mod A 2, mod B 3. Find A dot B. Right. A dot B, people. Tell me how to write A dot B. Modulus of A, modulus of B, cos the angle between the two vectors A and B, 2 pi by 3. A dot B is equal to mod A is 2 multiplied by mod B is 3, cos 120 minus half, no? 2 and 2 you can cancel down. A dot B is equal to minus 3. Right. A dot B is equal to minus 3. Correct. What is asking people? Asking to find A plus 2B mod. A plus 2B mod. Right. People, in this vectorism dot product, we learned perfect squared of the modulus. Suppose vector A, its modulus perfect squared. We know we can take by A dot A. Can you remember this theory? A dot A. Like that, people, this A plus 2B is another vector. Its modulus perfect squared. A plus 2B mod perfect squared. How to write this? Using this one, this vector dot the same vector. We can write A plus 2B dot A plus 2B. This way. Right. Now, we have to expand this right hand side using what, people? Distributive law. Yeah. Tell me how to use a distributive law here. A dot A. Right. A dot 2B. How to write that? 2, we write first A dot B. Right. Next one. This and this. 2 B dot A. You know B dot A is equal to A dot B. Right. Plus 2B dot 2B. 2 and 2 make 4. B dot B. And this way we can expand that. B dot B. Okay, people. Right now. Now, you know what is A dot A? A dot A is mod A squared, right? Here 2A dot B and 2A dot B is what? 4A dot B. B dot B is, people, mod B squared, mod B squared. Then we will simplify that. A plus 2B mod perfect squared is equal to mod b squared for a dot b plus 4 mod b squared. You see, huh? Right. Right. You are given people mod a as 2. Then what is 2 squared here? 4 plus 4 into a dot b we found there. What is that? Minus 3. Put here. 4 times mod b squared 9. So once you simplify here, what do you get? We get people here 4 into 5, 9, no, 36, 40, minus 12, 28. It is a plus 2b mod perfect square. And what is a plus 2b mod? Square root of this. 28 we write 4 into 7. Then we get 2 root 7. Right. Okay. Right. People similarly, in a similar way, you can write what? Second one asking what? Modulus of a minus 2b. In the same way, using the same steps. A minus 2b mod you can find using the same way, people. Same thing. Only thing is this sign becomes, right, minus. If this sign becomes minus, people, what happens there? This is minus, no. This is minus, no. Then this will be minus, this will be minus. Okay, right? This will be minus, this will be minus. Then the same steps, right? Do that as homework, and then once you find this a minus 2b mod, people, you will get the answer as 2 root 13. You get 2 root 13 there. Okay, find that, right? That to be found. Now what is asking there? Right. The modulus we found, these two. Next one asking, right, and a plus 2b dot a minus 2b. A plus 2b dot a minus 2b asking again. Now this you can do, right? Right. So the same thing, people, same, that means using that you can take this, no? So you can do that, Now I can write, people, the next one asking is what? A plus 2b dot a minus 2b, no? Right. Then I am going to find that. A plus 2b vector dot a minus 2b vector. This way, right? Now expand this, what do you get? A dot a, b get, right, a dot a. And here this and this, minus 2 a dot b. Okay, next one. Here 2b dot a, 2 times b dot a. B dot a, you know, equal to a dot b. 2 times a dot b. Okay, right. Next one, what, people? Here 2b dot minus 2b. 2 and 2 multiply, plus and minus minus, no? Minus 4, 2 and 2, 4, sign is minus. B dot b, b dot b. Okay. Here, people, these two you can cancel down. Then what do you get there? A dot a mod a squared 4 times b dot b mod b squared. Right. Mod a squared, it's 2 squared, 4. 4 times mod b squared, it's 9, people. Here, minus 36 plus 4, it's minus 32. Minus 32. This is the Next answer we need, right? People finally asking what? Finally asking this way, what? Hence find the angle between the vectors a plus 2b and a minus 2b are, right? That's much very easy now for people, right? We'll write it like this, huh? I'm going to write this one, a plus 2b, it is a vector, dot a minus 2b, right? Between these two vectors, we take the dot product. According to the definition of people dot product, when we have these two vectors, the dot product is defined how? Modulus of this multiplied by modulus of this multiplied by what? Cos of the angle between these two vectors. That's no right. Then we'll write that. Yes, it is now people modulus of first vector a plus 2b multiplied by modulus of the second vector a minus 2b into cos theta. What is theta there? The angle between the two vectors we have, right? Okay. Now, you know this we found. What's that? Minus 32. A plus 2b modulus, people here, 2 root 7. A minus 2b, 2 root 13 cos theta. This is right. 2 to 4, no? You can cancel down with this 8. Then cos theta, you can subject. What, people? Minus 8 over this root a1 91. The theta is what? Cos inverse minus 8 over root 91. People, here this minus sign gives us what? Cos theta negative means theta should be what? Obtuse. Obtuse means in the second quadrant cos negative. No? Theta is an angle more than 90. That is why this minus sign we get there, right? Okay. That okay. Now, people, fine. That's a good question, really. Last question we'll take. Last question we'll take. Couplant forces. Okay. A uniform rod of length 2a and mass simple m is smoothly hinged at capital A. A uniform circular lamina of mass m by 2 is placed on the rod at C, and the system is in equilibrium between two smooth walls as shown in the diagram. Okay. If it is given that AB makes an angle 6 degrees with the horizontal and AC is 3a by 2, find the reaction on the rod at B. Yes. Right. Then shall I erase this part, people? Right, this lamina, this way we have. Okay, right. Okay. This point is a hinge, capital A. Alright, people, at the hinge, you know the reaction coming. If the reaction is, of course, not definite, right? It depends on the requirement. So therefore, at the hinge, when we mark the forces, we mark the force using the two components, horizontally x, vertically y. Yeah, right. So then we'll mark the forces here. Right. The mass of the lamina is m by 2. Mass of the lamina, it acts at the center of gravity. No, center of gravity is at the geometric center. This point. M by 2 times g. Here we get a normal reaction by this wall. Wall gives a normal reaction to the plane, right? Normal reaction. That means the reaction perpendicular to the plane. That means the surface of the this given cylinder, no? Right? Yeah. So therefore, that reaction will pass through the center here. Okay. That is suppose S. I take that as S. This is 90. Perpendicular to this only, that passes. And here also another reaction coming. That reaction I will take as S. This way. That reaction also passes through the center of the lamina. This way. Because that is perpendicular to the rod. Suppose that is R. Okay, they are the forces acting on the lamina. Now I am going to mark the forces acting on the rod. Right. Here at the hinge, the two components, x here, y here. They are perpendicular to each other. Here people, at this point is given in the question as C. Right. This rod gives to the lamina this R. As a result of that, lamina should give to the rod opposite R here. This way. I mark that with red color. All the forces acting on rod, I mark with red color like this. This way. Okay. And here people, at this contact, another force coming to the rod, right? That is perpendicular to this plane. This way. CP, P90. And the other one is the weight of the rod. Weight of the rod, it's at the center of gravity of the rod. You know, of a uniform rod, the center of gravity is at the midpoint. Therefore, it acts here. Right? This way. MD. Right. Okay, this is the first diagram. Now, this angle given as 60. 6 degrees. Right. Now, what is asking people? Asking this P. Right. We can do it like this very easily. You know, here. This angle is 60. Right. Then, if I draw to the point this C, horizontal line like this, when this is 60, this also 60. This whole angle is 90, no? Then this angle is 30. I think you can understand that easily. This is 60. Then by alternate angles, this is 60. The whole angle is 90. Therefore, this upper angle, this should be 30. Right. Now, when I consider people, the equilibrium of this lamina, I can resolve the forces acting on the lamina upwards. I can resolve the forces acting on the lamina upwards. Understood? Right? Then, by this R, we get the force upwards. Right? This is 30. We are going away from this 30. This here, R sin 30. R sin 30 upwards. Downward is mg by 2. Then for the equilibrium of the lamina, we can write. We can now write for the equilibrium of the lamina resolving upwards, we get R sin 30 is equal to mg by 2. You know, people, sin 30 is half, no? This way, these two you can cancel down. R comes as mg. That's correct. That answer we need. Okay, now the length of the rod given as people 2a. Center of gravity is at the midpoint. Therefore, the distance from here to here is a. This distance is a. Right. And the distance from a to c given as people 3a by 2. It is given as 3a by 2. The question now is the distance this one. From here to here, it's 3a by 2. This is 3a by 2. Okay. Now asking to find this P, no. We know this R. Now what we do, people? For the equilibrium of the rod, we take moment around A. For the equilibrium of the rod, we take moment around A. Now write down. For the equilibrium of the rod, take a moment around A. Right. I'll take moment around A anti-clockwise. People now tell me, when you take moment around A, you know both this x and y do not give any moment. This mg gives around A this clockwise moment. R also given clockwise moment. That P gives anti-clockwise moment. Okay. Then P. Right. Moment means what? Force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. Right. This is the force P. To that line, we have to draw a perpendicular line like this from A. You see, right? Then this is the line of action of P. This is the perpendicular drawn to that. Here 90. Then the perpendicular distance to this line from this A is this height from here to here. That height can easily be found, people. The length from here to here 2a. Okay. If this angle is 60, this also 60 by alternate angles. 2a here, but we need this. Opposite side only we need. What is that? The opposite side of the angle 60. We can write then 2a sin 60. P, 2a sin 60. Right. Okay. Since the moments of the other two forces, mg and this are clockwise, I write their moments on the right hand side. Therefore, equal. mg. Right. Draw perpendicular like this. Then the distance, this we need. This is 60. The length from here to here, a cos 60, mg into a cos 60. Plus, by this r the moment, here this is 90. Then for this line of action of r, the perpendicular distance from a going to be from here to here, that is AC 3a by 2, r into 3a by 2. Okay, alright. Now we'll write. A you can cancel down, left and right both. Right. P2 sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Mg cos 60 half. Right. R we found, people, mg. Mg is r. 3 by 2 r, right? 3 here, 2 here. Right. Now what do you get? These 2 you can cancel down. Here mg, here 3 mg. It's 4 mg. Mg, 3 mg, 4 mg, right? Divide by 2. Then we get 2 mg. We'll take this root 3 people here. And then we get the P. Right. And this way we can take that answer. Okay. Right now, people.